In a world pulsing with distractions, where every choice beckons us with a siren song, we often find ourselves torn between what we desire and what we truly need. Imagine standing on the precipice of your own existence, staring into the abyss of temptation, knowing that every step forward might lead you further away from who you are meant to be. What if we could embrace the power of no? What if, in rejecting what doesn't align with our core values, we could reclaim our lives, our purpose, and ultimately our peace? The Stoic path. We live in a time where noise reigns supreme. Every day, we are inundated with a cacophony of choices, each promising happiness, success, or fulfillment. Yet, as the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca noted, it is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. This insatiable craving leads us to abandon our true selves, diverting our focus from what truly matters. Together, let us explore how saying no can forge a path toward self-control and fortitude, guiding us through the storm of destructive emotions that often cloud our judgment. Understanding our values. Before we can say no, we must first understand what we stand for. Values are our compass, guiding us through the tumultuous seas of life. Marcus Aurelius, the great Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, urged us to dwell on the beauty of life, watch the stars, and see yourself running with them. When we are in tune with our values, we can recognize the beauty of our existence and the integrity that shapes our decisions. Values are not mere words. They are the very essence of who we are. They ground us, providing clarity amidst chaos. By reflecting on what is truly important, be it integrity, compassion, wisdom, or courage, we begin to cultivate an inner strength that allows us to resist the allure of distractions. The art of saying no. Saying no is an art, a declaration of self-awareness. It is a refusal to engage in that which does not serve our higher purpose. As Epictetus wisely stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We must recognize that our choices define us. Each time we say yes to something that detracts from our values, we diminish our authenticity. Conversely, saying no is an act of courage and clarity, an affirmation of our commitment to ourselves. In practice, saying no requires discernment. We must evaluate opportunities, relationships, and commitments through the lens of our values. Does this align with who we are? Does it further our goals? If the answer is no, we must summon the courage to walk away. This process is not easy. It requires strength and the willingness to confront discomfort. Yet, as we refine our ability to say no, we become architects of our own destinies, carving a path that is uniquely ours. Overcoming destructive emotions. Destructive emotions are formidable foes. Anger, fear, envy, and anxiety can hijack our rationality, leading us to make choices that betray our values. The Stoics understood this struggle intimately. They recognized that emotions are not inherently good or bad. Rather, it is our response to them that determines their impact on our lives. Seneca teaches us, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. When we allow destructive emotions to dictate our actions, we create narratives that do not serve us. Instead, we must cultivate an awareness of our emotions, recognizing them as passing clouds rather than permanent storms. By doing so, we reclaim our power. To overcome destructive emotions, we can employ techniques that the Stoics practiced. Reflective journaling, mindfulness, and meditation are tools that help us examine our thoughts and emotions. By confronting our fears and anxieties, we can dismantle their hold over us. In the stillness of our minds, we begin to understand that emotions are not our masters. They are merely fleeting visitors in the landscape of our consciousness. The strength of community. In this journey of self-discovery and fortitude, we must not forget the strength that lies in community. The Stoics valued the interconnectedness of humanity. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What is not good for the swarm is not good for the bee." Our values should not only serve our personal growth, but also contribute to the collective well-being. When we surround ourselves with those who share our values, we create a supportive environment that reinforces our commitment to saying no. We find solace in the shared struggle, understanding that we are not alone in our quest for authenticity. This sense of belonging fosters resilience, empowering us to stand firm in our convictions, even when the world around us pulls us in different directions. The discipline of self-control. At the heart of Stoicism lies the discipline of self-control. This discipline is not about suppression or denial. Rather, it is about harnessing our impulses to align with our values. The philosopher Cicero wisely noted, "The greater the difficulty, the more glory in surmounting it." Each time we practice self-control, we build our character, fortifying our resolve against the tide of temptation. To cultivate self-control, we must first acknowledge our impulses without judgment. Instead of reacting impulsively, we can pause, reflect, and ask ourselves, does this serve my values? This practice allows us to respond rather than react, granting us the freedom to choose a path that resonates with our true selves. The path of self-control and fortitude is fraught with discomfort. We often find ourselves in situations that challenge our values, forcing us to confront our fears and insecurities. As we traverse this landscape, we must remember the words of Seneca. Sometimes even to live is an act of courage. Embracing discomfort is a necessary step toward growth. In moments of challenge, we can remind ourselves that discomfort is temporary. It is a crucible through which our character is forged. By leaning into discomfort, we discover the depth of our strength and the resilience that resides within us. We learn to trust ourselves, to honor our values, and to say no when it matters most. Finding freedom in commitment. As we embrace our values and the power of saying no, we uncover a profound sense of freedom. This freedom is not a lack of constraints. Rather, it is the liberation that comes from living in alignment with our true selves. We become agents of our own destiny, no longer swayed by the whims of external expectations. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When we commit to our values, we reclaim our power, recognizing that we are the authors of our own narratives. We write our stories with intention, crafting a life that reflects our deepest convictions. Conclusion, the call to action. As we stand together at the crossroads of our lives, let us commit to saying no to that which does not align with our values. Let us cultivate the discipline of self-control and the fortitude to face discomfort head-on. In this shared journey, we become beacons of hope, illuminating a path for ourselves and for others. In the words of Epictetus, no man is free who is not master of himself. Together, we can master ourselves, forge our destinies, and embrace the beauty of life with unwavering resolve. It is time to rise, to say no to the distractions, and to say yes to the profound journey of self-discovery. Let us embark on this quest together, reclaiming our lives and our purpose, one resolute no at a time.